Good morning, Star City. Mayor Dustin here, and I'm getting over a little bit of a cold, so you're going to have to deal with my honeyed baritones in between bursts of winds. So, it's Media Monday for us, and that means it's time to talk about something savage, or specifically something related to either playing or being a game master. And today I want to propose a question to you that a lot of people don't necessarily mill around with. What's the difference between a bad guy and a villain? All right, think it over for a second. All right, so a bad guy does bad things. That's all it takes. It's very low barred entry. I mean, fry cook at McDonald's could be a bad guy. Doesn't need a lot of skill or planning. No shame on the fry cooks. You guys do great with the salt. But a villain is someone whose motives or actions drives the plot forward. So, if you're a game master and you want to come up with a villain instead of a bad guy, you want to consider their motivations. And their motivations really aren't too complicated most of the time. I mean, at our base level, we have desires, we have motivations, and we have things that can be corrupted. Let's take some classic examples. We're going to borrow from the granddaddy of all systems, D&D. Wizards, please don't sue us. We don't have anything to take. And we'll go with your old school Stradvan Zervich, right? So what's his deal? Well, he was obsessed with a woman. I mean, that's pretty basic, right? Well, not necessarily. Like, if you look at his motivation as a character, he had this idea in his head that he was the rightful conqueror of all. I mean, he just conquered nations after nations. It was rooted in his identity. So how is it that someone as lowly as his brother could beat him out for the affections of just some random woman? So you could look at it as, oh, well, he actually did really want to be with her, or it was a threat to his identity. Lord Soth, for you Dragonlance fans, had this whole mystique as a noble knight, but then he got tempted by certain other desires, and he compromised his morals. So is there a certain level of self-loathing there? Well, I mean, if you look at the lore, he's actually being tormented by like wailing and gnashing of teeth almost all the time. So that's some sort of basic level villainous actions. Motivations, I mean. I want you to try, for just a little experiment, if you're running a game right now, to create a background villain and to see if they can be made really memorable. And here's how I want you to do it. The party at some point has stated they have a motivation. They've stated they have a goal. They want to, free the tribes of the Southlands, or, purify the waters of this village, right? Have a rival character who wants to do the same thing. And you're like, well, wait a second, wouldn't that make them an ally? Well, that depends. Has your character been working towards the goal that they stated? Have they been trying to achieve this goal? If they have, okay, good on them. The rival, the villain, is someone that has been trying to do the same thing, but has compromised their morals, has compromised, their standing as a hero to do it. if your players have been acting a little bit, how should we say, unethical, then introduce a rival that kind of comes in and goes behind them and starts courting the favor of the people that they've hurt. Like, they start repaying the debts to shopkeepers, or they start trying to heal the people that have been injured, or if your players in the process of doing so have killed some innocents, have the rival swear vengeance upon the party. And when they come across them, they're like, why are you here? It's like, why are you following us? It's like, didn't you kill villagers in such and such valley? So, play around with the idea of, I'm not the bad guy, you're the bad guy. Or play around with the idea of, we both want the same thing, but you lack the fortitude to do it. Try that. Try creating a character with that kind of mentality. Don't just create a character that is evil because, I can be, and if I want it, I take it. People in the real world have a lot more elegance than that. And there's the wind. All right, folks. I'm Dustin with Star City. Hey, check out some of the links in our bio. Check us out on drivethroughrpg.com. Check out our books on Amazon. Hey, keep rolling, and thanks for your time.